looking ready to fight. Then again, neither is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And as we see in the background, the Indominus tears down the Brachiosaur, I believe finishing the last of the Brachiosaurs.
Want to be a phony like me? Check out the new merch, including a new limited Raptor ice cream t-shirt. Link in the description below.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battle Royale in Jurassic World Evolutions. We have our champion here, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who you have decided to name Rexy. For good reason. She seems to be very happy with the name. But we are not here to celebrate the T-Rex, not even here to celebrate... I'm sorry. But we're not here to celebrate carnivores. We are here to see if one of our powerful herbivores can take away the top spot from her, take away Rexy's position as champion. So, what I'm going to do is release every single herbivore available into the park. Many of these herbivores have modifications to give them a chance against our champion, including some of your fan-favorite dinosaurs such as the Triceratops, the Ankylosaurus, Stegosaurus, and a few more. We also have decided that maybe, if things do get a little too slow, we can release a couple of carnivores into the arena just to thin out some of the weaker dinosaurs a little bit and speed up the process of this battle royale. It wouldn't be a dangerous composition without its hazards in it, now would it? So as we release all these dinosaurs, one of them will be the unlucky dinosaur to be the first victim to our champion, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But we do have a few of these dinosaurs who have a couple extra things being added to here. So Stegosaurus is released, Struthiomimus, Triceratops, and yeah, let's release an Indominus Rex, just so we don't make the competition too easy. Now, the Pentaceratops might be one that can take down the Indominus Rex or the Tyrannosaurus Rex, as we've seen it do a good job before. Some of these smaller herbivores may not be able to contend, but they may be able to, let's be honest, they're just going to be fodder in the entire competition. Now, we have some Spinosauruses, Carnotaurs, and some of the other... Ooh, well, there's our first thing that's been taken out. But some of the other carnivores who you've seen and wanted to do a little bit better. But it seems the first one to fall is the Pachycephalosaurus. Now, I believe we do have two Pachys in the competition, so we'll see what happens there. Will we see a Pentaceratops take on a full health Tyrannosaurus? No, not quite. Not quite. Keep in mind, the environment for these herbivores isn't the best. It's not necessarily the environment they'd all love to live in. It's wide open plains, not a lot of trees necessarily, and a decent amount of population, for now. Of course, there's only one or two of each species, so social happiness will be adjusted, so they'll be becoming as aggressive as possible. We have the Kentrosaurus and Muttaburrasaurus. The Mamenchisaurus seems to have size on the competition, and in all honesty, I don't believe that a T-Rex will fight the sauropods. But that's why we snuck an Indominus Rex into the competition. So, with one dinosaur down, let's see who comes out next. The Indominus finds her way into the arena. She's very unhappy with the high population here. She's gonna do something about it. Take this population down. Weed through some of the weaker herbivores, so the T-Rex will have a bit more of a fight. But let's see. Oh no. Oh no. The Struthiomimus, probably the weakest dinosaur in this competition, is immediately removed. As we see this Parasaurolophus taken out by the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Looks like Tyrannosaurus Rex wants to take out some of our favorites. Well, we'll see what comes next. That's 3 herbivores down. None has really stood a fight against these large carnivores just yet. But I think we are going to need to speed things up a little bit. So, let's release a couple of Carnotaurs. And how about some Deinonychuses as well? What do we have over here? Velociraptors? Sure. Why not? And finally, over here, some Allosaurs. We'll just release one Allosaur and Baryonyx for now. See if releasing some carnivores on this side will speed up the competition a little bit without putting a major threat to Rexy or the Indominus Rex. It seems like she has taken out a Gallimimus, another one of the weaker dinosaurs in this battle royale, and has already honed in on her next choice of prey. Looks like it may be this Maiasaur. Will she be taken out immediately? And indeed, nope. Wow. there's a reason why she's champion. Performing takedowns like that, it's quite impressive. Over here we have a Carnotaur already bringing down one of the weaker dinosaurs, a Gallimimus. I believe that means Gallimimus is now removed from this competition, as is the Pachycephalosaurus, as this Allosaur takes down the final one of those. We have our Triceratops taking on the Indominus Rex, but unfortunately she goes down rather quickly. The Baryonyx is doing a little bit of hunting of her own. So what do we have here? The Stygimoloch has been taken down, the Dracorex has been taken down, and the Carnotaurus has been taken down. Pretty sure that was the only Carnotaurus in the competition. Velociraptor is taking out a Deinonychus. So we'll see who wins here. Yep, looks like the Velociraptor does want to indeed take the kill. Deinonychus don't seem to have a chance in this competition, with the raptors wanting to take down the smaller carnivores immediately to, I suppose, create more food for them. Oh, and this Apatosaurus is having a bad time out here. But it looks like the Velociraptors have become victorious against the Deinonychus. It's a shame, I like Deinonychus, but I guess the way they did Deinonychus in this game aren't necessarily my favorite. Our champion has taken down this Myosaurus, got her fill of food, but ooh, what is the next target? Is it this Chasmosaur? Ooh, maybe not quite. She's hunting. She's trying to find a target. Is this a fight? She's sniffing, thinking if she can take down a sauropod, but nope! The Muttaburrasaurus quickly gets tossed and demolished by our champion. Over here we see a Carnotaur doing a little bit of hunting. Very nice. What else have we seen taken out? Ooh, a Sauropelta brought down by the Indominus Rex. Or at least just about. Carnivores are still definitely leading this competition, but we tried to give the herbivores plenty of chances. We have them modified. They should be actually stronger than our T-Rex, you know, per stat, but we'll see if sheer willpower of the carnivores will continue to make them win. Many of the herbivores don't even really want to defend themselves. So we'll see what happens here. Ooh, this looks like it'll be a decent matchup. The Chunkingosaurus against the Allosaurus. You know, how's that just going to be a fair matchup? I think I might have been wrong. This Allosaurus seems to be taking the advantage in the fight immediately. And despite the numerous tail spikes, it doesn't look like she's going to get a hit on the Allosaurus. And yet another one goes down. This Baryonyx is going to fight the Triceratops. This might be a fight an herbivore can finally win. Ooh, the Triceratops is going in, making it an even fight at the bare minimum. Looks like Triceratops has actually fought off something before. Let's take a look at her rating. Oh, it doesn't seem she's won any fights, but she seems to have gotten out of one previously. She had taken some damage before this fight began. Oh, but the Baryonyx goes and looks like is about to bring down this Triceratops. Oh, yeah, she just lays down. It's over. But perhaps the Taurosaurus can put up more of a defense. Let's see. We have another fight breaking out in the far parts of the park. But the Taurosaurus is going to fight against their champion, and let's be honest, not stand a chance against Rexy, who has not been scathed yet in this entire competition. These herbivores are trying to bring their strength in numbers, but we'll see. A Chasmosaurus over here was taken out by the Carnotaur. It looks like despite the herbivores having large numbers in their favor, they're going to fall prey to these many carnivores. As we see an Ankylosaurus brought down by the Indominus Rex. Dang, Ankylosaurus had a lot of modifications, but the Indominus Rex is a walking modification. Therefore, has been quickly defeated. Over here we see the Allosaurus has just about taken out this Stegosaurus by the look of it. Yeah. All the dinosaurs seem to be taking on prey that is about their size. And the sauropods have been mostly untouched. I believe it'll be in part for the Indominus to bring down those sauropods, but anything else, I don't think the Tyrannosaurus will even break a fight with the sauropods. Unless she's really hungry, which, looking at this arena, may not happen for a little while. So let's see what happens over here. Are we about to see one of our first carnivore fights? Will they fight when there's plenty of prey to be offered? Tyrannosaurus seems to have a large size advantage on the Carnotaurs, as expected, but Will she choose to fight him or this Crichtonosaurus? This is the only Crichtonosaurus in the competition. Her plates and her club tail may be a good defense mechanism, but so far it hasn't seemed to be enough to fight off these dangerous carnivores. This Allosaurus is coming up against a Stegosaurus at weak health. Maybe we can see both of these fights at once, but nope. Crichtonosaurus won't be standing a chance here. Sauropod Brigade moves through in the background, and ooh, 45% seems to be, ooh. Well, the Allosaurus seems to take a whopping hit. Will the Stegosaurus be able to get the next hit in and destroy this Allosaur? That's the question. Nope, not happening. Carnivores win again. And it looks like, yep. Allosaurus certainly gets some combat renown as we see it. Seems this Tyrannosaurus Rex is a pretty good shot. Now, that being said, we do still have a Pentaceratops over here, probably ready for a good fight. But a Carnotaur may weaken her up first. The sauropods are doing their thing over here. Triceratops has been heavily modified. May have a good shot here. We have Allosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it looks like we're about to see our first carnivore fight as this Carnotaur, who has certainly won some fights in her own right, goes up against our champion with, look at that rating, look at that combat infamy. This T-Rex has won every fight she's ever been in, obviously. Otherwise she'd be, well, eaten. So we'll see if she has a chance here. Now the T-Rex is at just over half health, about 2/3 of her health sitting here. But she has certainly put a serious blow onto the Carnotaur. Carnotaur is one that the crowd has wanted us to modify heavily. So the Carnotaur is stronger than ever. However, I don't know if a Carnotaur can fight up against the T-Rex. Now she did choose her battle wisely, going up against the injured Tyrannosaurus Rex. But will it be enough? Both of these dinosaurs seem to be circling. The Carnotaur has not taken advantage and seems to be faltering, which means the Tyrannosaurus Rex likely going for the kill, but no! She goes for the bite. This may be a case of the next bite wins. So let's see what happens. Now Rexy is looking weakened, but the Carnotaurus is just as weakened. Will they break off the fight? Will they give up? It seems like they will. Well, I suppose we can't just let our champion go down like that.
Adding task.
Let's get her a little bit of health, and honestly, let's get some to this Carnotaur as well. That Carnotaur has put up a good fight, I'd say. So we'll cheat and give them some health, of course. But over here, we see a Triceratops brought down by a Carnotaur. We see the Apatosaurus finally brought down by the Indominus, but I believe we see two Apatosauruses. One to count for Apatosaur, one to count for Brontosaur, of course. But do we have a fight? Nope. They are choosing their own prey, as the Carnotaur runs around looking for food, but not quite willing to take on that. Ooh. Now this is a fight. We'll see if that health vehicle can get in time to... Nope, I don't believe it can. Looks like we see the first herbivore willing to take down a carnivore over here. We see the Pentaceratops skewer a Carnotaur, winning that fight. As nearby, the Gigantospinosaurus is defeated by Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, maybe, indeed, we won't see this Ranger vehicle heal the dinosaur. Let's decide what we want to see here. Because if this Pentaceratops wants to fight the T-Rex, that'll be a fairly fair fight as stands. And there's not many other dinosaurs over there for competition. Indeed, it's just the two of them, the Nodosaurus, and some sauropods. Now, the T-Rex doesn't quite want a piece of this Pentaceratops. So we'll see how this goes. Pentaceratops coming out. Ooh, are we gonna see this fight? Well, the Tyrannosaurus certainly has plenty of food around to keep herself nourished, but Pentaceratops isn't looking ready to fight. Then again, neither is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And as we see in the background, the Indominus tears down the Brachiosaur. I believe finishing the last of the Brachiosaurs. And, oh no! Despite us giving the Pentaceratops a fighting chance and not healing our Tyrannosaurus, she's not quite able to fight against her. Well, what is left in this competition? I believe we have this Velociraptor running around, Indominus, yeah, just so we don't see our champion taken out by this Indominus. Let's get her healed up now. if they're gonna fight, we want that to be a fair and even fight. Because, of course, the heals won't heal our Tyrannosaurus all the way, but it'll certainly do a little something to help. So, Nodosaurus is still in the competition, Polycanthus, Hyayangosaurus, and the Mamenchisaurus, the largest sauropod we have in the park, at least the tallest. So we'll see which one of these are able to win. And of course Diplodocus is running around over here. But if the Indominus Rex stays alive, it'll probably make quick work of these sauropods, as well as the Nodosaurus, as it gets into a fight with it. Nodosaurus, without the club tail, doesn't quite have the offense to take on the much larger, much scarier Indominus Rex. But over here we have a Carnotaurus fighting the Polycanthus. The carnivores have reigned supreme here, as I'm sure many people wanted to see. So let's see how this goes. We have the Polycanthus, looks like it's about to be taken down, and the Carnotaurus, unscathed, will be destroying this Polycanthus. We are almost out of herbivores, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a carnivore fight nonetheless, which means our champion is likely to become the victor. That was the... Ooh, we still have one carnivore left, but I have my doubts. I mean, one herbivore left, but I have my doubts about how effective the Hyayangosaurus will be against the Tyrannosaurus Rex or any of our other predators. So, looks like the Tyrannosaurus is now very close to the Indominus, but Indominus decides to run over towards the Diplodocus. No, my favorite Diplodocus. Oh, man. And, ooh, it does not decide to take him down immediately. Indominus is trying to get some health first, decide what she wants to do, sniffs the air, and decides to go somewhere else. Perhaps towards the Mamenchisaurus. It looks like we're about to see a much larger sauropod brought down. Oh man. Which is kind of why the Indominus Rex is in here, to bring down the sauropods, and immediately we see this Mamenchisaurus give way, collapse onto the ground, and be destroyed by the Indominus Rex. She's hunting them for sport. Do we have the hero coming into play? Although our Tyrannosaurus Rex is lower on health, she comes running straight towards the... Diplodocus? Well, I thought that was going to be towards the Indominus Rex. Perhaps now they'll decide to fight. Now, they're close. Ooh, she stalks her prey. This is going to be the only chance that these dinosaurs have to bring down our champion, Rexy. Let's see, we've seen the T-Rex bring down the Indominus Rex before. And in all honesty, this Indominus Rex has less modifications than the others have in the past. But will Rexy go for the Carnotaur instead, saving the greater competition for the last? It seems like that'll be the case. So here we have it. The Carnotaur fighting the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Which, you know, could go either way. Carnotaur is more heavily modified than the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and has indeed taken a first chomp, giving a serious wound to the neck and face of Rexy. Rexy should be able to take out this Carnotaur in 2 to 3 chomps, as our Diplodocus goes down in the background to the Giganoda. I'm sorry, to the Indominus Rex. Why do I get those mixed up every video? Who knows? The T-Rex goes for a chomp on the Carnotaurus, only bringing it down to 73%. Oh, but goes for another chomp to 46%. The scales have evened. Now this is a fair fight, as the jaws of the Carnotaurus are bloodied. The Velociraptors are running around doing their job, making sure it's a good clean fight, and it seems to be so. Now, what's gonna happen here? Indominus seems to scare off the referee. The Tyrannosaurus Rex takes the next hit. Pretty much the way it is, Carnotaurus has the advantage here. If she goes after our Rexy, she will win. Will Rexy run away? Ooh, Rexy didn't run, but she is looking at a very small sliver of health. Come on, we gotta heal her up. I'm sorry, but the Indominus has 86%. We gotta make this a fair fight. Now, if they re-engage, I will cancel the heal on Rexy, and Rexy still has to wait for the time of that to happen. Rexy runs away, letting these two fight. Well, perhaps I will cancel that heal after all if these two decide to fight. I don't know. Who is left in this competition? We see those three, and those three are indeed the final competitors here. Carnotaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Indominus Rex. Hey, Ranger Vehicle. Cancel that order. Looks like we see a fight brewing out here. Now Rexy ran from that fight, stepped away from the choice between fighting the Carnotaur and the Indominus, so we'll see what happens here. Carnotaurus has a serious shot here. I'm rooting for the Carnotaur, but the Indominus Rex is much bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, if Rexy doesn't gain any health here, we will have to give the victory to the Indominus Rex, the, once again, final two in the competition. I believe they've been a final two before. If they weren't, then I am wrong. But we see 61% health and a 30% health Rexy. She's gonna try to play it smart, get herself some food, get herself some regeneration, but unfortunately, the last fight was had by the Indominus Rex against a worthy competitor. The competitor that did this much damage to Rexy. I'm not gonna give any unfair heals to Rexy as much as I want to. She's gotten one heal already in this competition. But it looks like the fight's about to break out. If she wants to hold her victory, she's gonna have to earn it. So we see the Indominus Rex take a chomp at Rexy. Rexy is one hit away from being destroyed. Indominus Rex started this fight with twice as much health as Rexy. The roars come in. I hate to see it, but I believe we're going to see a champion fall today. A champion you've known, you've loved, and you've seen defeated. As Rexy takes the final chomp, it looks like she's going to fall prey to this Indominus Rex. A combat rating of 3485, the highest we've seen in Battle Royale, brought to heel by this Indominus Rex with a much lower combat rating, but unfortunately, a much greater fighter this day. She boosts up to 3,000, not quite eclipsing Rexy, but we'll see what happens in the next Battle Royale. Will she be able to hold her competition? I want to hear what you think in the comments down below. What should be the thing to bring down this Indominus Rex? I'm thinking perhaps some more herbivores will be given a shot. Perhaps we'll bring over some solo herbivores with heavy modifications. But of course, we're going to need a name for this Indominus Rex. So suggest names for her down in the comments below. She has brought our champion to heel, and hopefully we'll continue to fight off any other dinosaurs in the future. So, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this Battle Royale. We have a new champion, as we often do, and we'll see if she'll be able to hold her position. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, subscribe, and enable notifications if you haven't already so you don't miss a single video or Battle Royale. And we will see you next time. I was really hoping for a roar there. Still nothing, that is a shame.